counter there from the start of things, as Jothy's managed to pull a minion all the way around the bushes there. And we are going to see the teams get into their respective lanes. So it's Moma on Karthus up at top against Sinsheth on Galio. In the middle, we will be seeing Morgana, who is, of course, played by Ben Magic, against Ocelot on Cassiopeia. Down at bottom, Tristana with Kissoff22 against with Sona with Daxu. And also then for SK down at bottom, we have Candy Panda on Ezreal and Nif on Janna.
So let's have a look how things are going to lay out in the opening exchanges. Will it be able to push out? LDLC will go down to start with. Candy Panda drawing first blood. Oh, Kissoff is going to go down as well here. I don't think he's going to be able to stay around. Why is he not even attempting to get away from there? And that is disastrous start for LDLC. A double kill to the AD carry that is Candy Panda. That could not have gone any worse if they'd have envisaged it at all. There is just no way that could go worse other than getting a team ace at the very beginning. That is about as bad as it gets now. And Candy Panda already will have, well, he's already got 800 gold from that. So you've just given, and he's going to pull it back and just spend it and say thank you very much.
Back buying BF sword.
Yeah, well, not quite a BF sword, but it's definitely going to come back with at least a double Dorans. Probably Berserkers, maybe. Yeah, I was going to say he's gone for double Dorans, yeah, and boots. Thank you very much. I am going to absolutely mully you in that lane now. That has just gone badly.
Yeah, really. It doesn't get any worse than that for that bottom lane and for the whole team now of LDLC. They're going to really struggle with all that stuff going off. Galio managing to put a decent amount of pressure down onto Momo up at top, who's just playing it safe, not really losing any HP. Middle is kind of here, there, and everywhere, as you might expect, as we see Nif come back into lane. And watch this, we're going to see Candy Panda instantly just going in there and doing damage. That's all he needs to do now. What? No.
Oh dear me, this is not going well for LDLC as Jothy goes down to a minion, in case that's what you missed there. Obviously nobody gets the gold from it, but he's going to lose time from the experience. Now Kissoff is also going to get pressured again. Oh, he's been caught, but Candy Panda actually backed away. I don't think he was quite expecting Nif to get that Howling Gale across. One single basic attack would have got the kill on him. Instead he'd already walked away and actually let him get away from it. Oh, this is just not going away for LDLC. They are, and it's, I feel sorry for them because they're in this precious situation and they're going to be annoyed at themselves. They know they've made the mistakes. Nobody needs to tell them they made the mistakes. They're just going to be frustrated with it. And again, we've seen Kissoff22 and Daxo both porting back to buy, and it's just giving so much free time in lane. He's already got 10 CS ahead, but more importantly, he's got those 2 kills. And it's in the middle lane at the moment. They're going to go towards Ben Magic. They will get the kill down. Ocelot now. And that is 3-0. You might as well say 4-0 because Gangplank went down to jungle. Joe, this is going to be a quick one.
It certainly looks that way, and yeah, I'm not laughing here in terms of the skill or something of LDLC. I'm just laughing at, it just doesn't get any worse than this at this stage of a tournament. You just can't let that happen. Look at Candy Panda, absolutely insane. He forces them right back, and guess what? Guess who's maybe gonna have to go home now? Daxu thinking about it. I'm not sure that he actually will in and amongst the end of things, but wow, what a horrible start that LDLC have got off to in this one. I'm not sure how you intend to, number one, turn around the scoreline after something so early, so big. But also the confidence of LDLC now is non-existent. They don't have any confidence left. I'm quite sure I don't need to be some kind of psychologist to work that one out. They are going to be pretty much rock bottom. They've got a massive stack as well coming onto their turret. Let's see what happens with this one. And Candy Panda just knocking the damage out. He's just putting as much damage out as he possibly can. And he's going to be able to go back home soon as well. He's got so much early farm, 43 to 14. That's insane amounts at this stage of the game. We're not even 7 minutes into it, and this turret is already taking a massive beating from Ezreal in and amongst that one. Jothy is back in the jungle, hopefully not going to be going down at any stage soon, but Actually, that's like the most embarrassing thing that can happen to a jungler ever. Is to go down to one of the minions inside the jungle. It just can't happen at this level of play. Okay, no one gets the gold.
Unless you're Dyrus.
Yeah, maybe. But even if you go down, yeah, no one's taking the gold or whatever. But you lose so much time. You're just instantly behind.
Yeah, this is reminding me straight away, since I'm seeing Candy Pan, I'm actually casting my mind back to last time I saw him on Ezreal, and it was against Team Solar Mid in the ESL Masters final that we played at Gamescom. He was dominant on Ezreal then. And it actually looked like you could tell he was having fun in it. I think we're going to see that again here. Looking towards where is he? He's in the mid. It's going to be another kill, and it's going to be Ocelot getting it yet again there. So Snoopy extracting a little bit of revenge and a little bit of aggression out in this game. And this is what we said at the start. You know, we feared for LDLC, and I think it is backfiring horribly for them. And SK on 7 minutes, 8, just turn 8 minutes, are going for Dragon. We said this earlier. They were going for Dragon earlier in the game. Clairvoyance has gone down, but there is nothing LDLC can do about this, and that is going to be a free Dragon. I think we might see a pre-20 minute win here.
Either that or a 20-minute forfeit. It's also kind of possible at this stage of it. I mean, it is a big game at the end of it all. We're going to see Candy Panda go home. What is he going to purchase now? Phage. 8.5 minutes into the game. Boots, Phage, double Doran's Blade. He's got wards in there. He's got pots still in there. He's just looking absolutely dominant. 60 CS to 31. Obviously, Tristan has had a little bit of time now in lane 2. I'm not sure the right phrase is catch up, but certainly to do something at least, to get himself some gold in this game, because at the moment they're just being forced out of this lane. There's absolutely nothing that they can do about it. Actually, we've got Ocelot here just on the south side of that middle area. Ben Magic trying to put out as much damage as he can, but now Ocelot is 2-0-0. We see 0-2-0 Morgana in middle, and that's another thing that's really going to hurt LDLC going forward. And look at this down at bottom. We just see him zoning them out constantly. I mean, you can't stick around. If you're Tristani, you can't stick around. They're actually going to go in for the kill on this one. He's got his ulti up, of course. Is he going to be able to connect onto it? Actually, he's going to blink in there. And there goes the ulti, and it's dodged nicely from Tristana. Obviously, it was a pretty obvious thing to come from that one, so it makes it that little bit easier to dodge. And he comes back into lane with that heal, of heals, I should really say, that he's getting from his support player. It's just not good news. There's an Oracle's already for Nif, who's just clearing out all those wards inside of the brush. We're going to see Morgana picking up a blue buff. Ocelot has already had that on Cassiopeia for a while. And, well, it's 4k the difference in terms of gold after 10 minutes, and it's only going to snowball from that.
Yes, it's the snowballing that's going to be the issue here. You see Kissoff22 is just having a torrid time against Candy Panda here. Or his overpowered right hand. Oh, look at the damage, he's just peeling it down. Joffy is there at the moment, and they do need to gank him. That's all they can do, really. They need to try and deal with him and gank him out, but I can see Cassiopeia was making his way down. It's gone back up towards the there, but look at that tower, it's almost down already. 590 hit points left on the tower, 10 minutes into this game. This is just going about as wrong as it can do for LDLC. They're going to have to pull themselves together, and they're going to have to win those team fights as and when they come about. Meanwhile, at the top there, Sinseth is being pressured. Leigh going left and right. Oh, he's turned around and gone back in there. Mommers actually took a fair chunk of damage there, though, as the siege minion was beating on his backside, along with Sinseth manages to lay down some of that damage. There is a ward in that bush, so every time he goes into there, they know exactly what's happening. Meanwhile, down the bottom there, Gangplank ulti having to be used to try and keep Candy Panda at bay, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Tristana will make it down just in time to see the turret go down, possibly 400 hit points on it. Instead, Candy Panda has backed away. In fact, Nif using the shield on himself to say, I'm taking this turret, I don't care. Now we have the Nocturne ulti going out, and that is going to be the top going down. Galio down as well. Meanwhile, in the middle there, Jothi is going to go down as well, possibly to Candy Panda. Oh, yes, he will do. The dot goes out. He just baits around towards Ben Magic. Now Ben Magic's in trouble. Tries to pop his ulti out, and he's going to try and do as much damage, but look at Ocelot just turning around, ripping through him. He's going to have to get away now. He hasn't got any support with him, but he is going to stay in that turret and turn around again. Oh, but he couldn't quite dodge out of the way of that boy. Just, my God, he's still alive. He finally goes down to Ben Magic. Wow. if only he'd have had a bit of support there, he could have got a multi-kill, but it is a 5k advantage. It is 6-1 in kills, and now the mid turret is the target of the might of Nif and Candy Panda with Momoro as well. So they are just going to take another one. Oh, teleporting in is going to be Sinseth, but he doesn't have anyone with him. He's just really just beating away the minions. Joe, this is a very one-sided game.
Yeah, and just to point out for the guys at home that think the sound is behind, I think even your spectator client's a few seconds behind.
It is, yes. Mine is, yeah.
I think that's only the...
I noticed at the start. I had a few little jolts for some reason, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's the issue, guys. It's nothing to do with the stream. Obviously, by the time we get through to the next game, it should be all fixed and good once again. So, yeah, no worries with that one. In the meantime, Ezreal farming up, about to hit 100 CS, whilst Tristan is about to hit 50, exactly halfway behind. Not good news. She's stacking up on Doran's blades, but that's about as much as she can offer up to this one. Actually, Candy Panda needs to be a bit careful here. They're going to dive in on top of him. Wait, here comes Ocelot. Actually, was about to get the ulti off there, and we saw the rocket jump away. Ocelot doesn't really care, and there was the ulti again over the side, and that's Ezreal ultis today are just absolutely spot on. Brilliantly done for Candy Panda, like he needed another kill anyway, and like it needed to come onto Tristana. Unlucky stuff, but you know, if you take that obvious route out, he is going to lay down that ultimate on you, and you're going to suffer the consequences. It's 7-1, and well, at least minutes gone through.
Yes, indeed, 6k down now, and the dragon is not due for another few minutes, so Nif is just sort of roaming around saying, oh, you know, there's no wards, I got no gold to steal. Oh, there is one, found one, so we will take that down. So Daxu returns to bottom, and Momo was getting free farm down there for a while, so the ward goes on towards the dragon, and Ben Magic returns to mid with that blue buff, so he's going to try and clear out this wave and just keep them at bay for that short time. I think it's only a matter of time before that mid turret goes down. The problem is that SK here, they could go into that mentality of you know, of getting a little bit too cocky, but I don't think they're going to throw this one away. They are going to go for the dragon in the there is the ward down, so they know that they are there. LDLC get themselves positioned. Where is Galio? That's what I'm looking for. He's nowhere to be seen. He's back in base. Does he have teleport? No, he doesn't. So it's going to be SK with a free dragon. Yeah, no problem at all there. So LDLC, just the gold keeps stacking against them. It's 7k now. 7k 14 minutes in is massive. There's no other way of phrasing it other than massive, massive, massive. Jungle is massive. And, well, Trinity Force nearly completed as well by Ezreal as well. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is what you would describe as a one-sided League of Legends matchup. Here goes the ulti, and it's straight down the middle this time. Managing to part those players out. They're going to steal a blue buff already at this stage of the game. LDLC are just hugging this middle tower with all 5 guys, which is obviously not the ideal situation. But it's Ezreal that really is going to cause them problems. I mean, Ocelot is also 3-1-1, Karthus 1-0-1, and the gold is just pouring in their favour. Nif has actually got to head himself home now. He can probably start building, you know, less supporty items at this stage and start building Tank Janna or something like that for the rest of the game. Snoopy is just joining Ocelot in this middle area, and I'm pretty sure LDLC, they're feeling so downtrodden right now, they're feeling stomped on, that they're not going to be able to do anything to really turn this one around. But I'm one of those people who doesn't like to call it before it's over, but
yeah,
but
it would be a brave man to bet against SK.
Over.
Yeah, it would be a very brave man to put his money where his mouth is against SK right now. With Candy Panda in the way he's playing, as I don't think he'd let it slip around, let alone anyone else. And don't forget, Ocelot's also got 3 kills, 1 death. That 1 death only come from sheer arrogance in being aggressive, really, I guess you could say. Ocelot with the blue going to clear out that mid-wave. So, what has Candy Panda bought? Well, it's a Trinity Force, of course it is. He's got himself complete. Needs a large rod as well on Cassiopeia. Probably going to go back and buy a blasting one. Yes, he will. So, well, LDLC have tried their best to return to lane phase, but they can't. They simply can't, because they can't leave that mid lane. So they're from that they're gathering up in mid, and they're all losing experience now. So Ben Magic's not getting experience because Daxu's not really sure where to go. They're going to try and return to some form of lane phase here. And Kissoff 22. Oh, it is in the mid actually. Ben Magic going to. I'm going to keep my eye on the bottom as well. They are going to go for it. Looking back towards the mid there. It will be Candy Panda picking up another kill. He's going to go straight across towards Kissoff 22. He's probably going to go down from this. He's actually not followed through with it. Now he finally goes through, taking his damn time on that one, won't he? We'll finally get the finish off. And Ben Magic's actually come back in. What are you doing? Why would you come back there? Jothi now also, but they're just lining up for Candy Panda here. I don't understand why they actually came back for that one. I really do
go
not.
for Jothi as well.
Why would they come back to that? I don't know. Just don't know. Why would they think about it? He will get the kill, of course, and Candy Panda now 7-0. This is just about as one-sided as a League of Legends match gets. 11-1 the score, and a 10k goal difference 18 minutes into the game.
Yeah, we don't really I don't think we need to commentate anymore, to be honest. We can just let them play this one out and see how it goes, and who's gonna rack up the most ridiculous kills. 7-0-0 is currently Candy Panda. You know, that's not a good place for any Ezreal in the world to be, never mind a player like Candy Panda.
Well, Empire are going to be watching this and thinking, okay, what are we not going to do at the start of this game? We're not going to hand one of the best AD carries in the world a double kill.
Ocelot's going home now, and I'm sure the death cap's going to be finished. Yep, there it is. All good stuff. Snoopy's got Phage built, got Giant's belt already finished. No, already finished, obviously already bought, since you don't need to do anything more. And also Wriggle's Lantern in there as well. Are they going to dive in onto Ben Magic? It looks like they possibly could do. Magic Shield is down, which obviously against Candy Panda there, who's putting that AD damage in onto him, is not going to really do all that much to keep him alive. Here comes Ocelot as well. They're going to want to push this middle turret down. Kiss off this rocket jumping behind the safety there. There is a ward down on Candy Panda's position, so they know he's there. And SK are just taking everything from around the map, emptying the jungle out, just destroying at the moment. That's all that can be really said about this one. Continues to, yeah, he's just using his ulti even to get the farm off. He only got in 2 kills, but I don't think he really cares. They're going to push here onto this bottom lane, and he's pretty much 2-shotting these minions now. Obviously, with that Trinity Force finish, he's going to sit in here and probably take around about half HP away from the turret. I'm not sure what they can really do, and actually he's going confident again, and he's going to go down. No, not quite. Ulti came off there from Sona, and SK are pushing this turret, and it's going to go down. There's no way, you know, around that one. The siege minion obviously helping in with that one, but turret is down. Another one. We're over the 20-minute mark, by the way.
And they're pursuing Momo at the top there, but yeah, he's just going to get away with that one. We are over the 20-minute mark, so what are you trying to suggest? So, in the meanwhile, Candy Panda continues to push the bottom lane quite happily while they pick up Dragon, and laying down a rather large chunk of damage to that. Already did an 800 damage to that turret, and continues on about his way while the rest of his team pick up that Dragon. In fact, it was just a 3-man picking up the Dragon, and Candy Panda seemed... You know, we discussed this at the start. We were worried that they might be on the end of a bit of a destroying, a bit of a spanking from one of them teams that have just been really upset about what's just happened. And, well, yes, like you say, it's another same. Just look at that. Ben Magic ripped down to half hit points from a couple of spells. And he's continuing to pressure onto him there. He just gets caught out, though. They might be able to go down here. No. Just knocked away quite happily by Nif. Would you believe it? The Ocelot comes around, manages to catch them all. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, will it be, from the Karthus ulti? No, he's not going to actually get anyone from it. Instead, Nocturne's going to come in and say, thanks very much, I'll have some of that. Ocelot will go down the bottom there to it. Ben Magic also going to get finished off as well. Candy Panda did actually go down in that exchange, but wow, it's a 4 for 2 there, so not a bad exchange. And yeah, GG, well played, and that is it. So, you know, we knew it from the start. You cannot give an AD carry like Candy Panda 2 kills off the bat 2 minutes into the game. It's just not the way to do it. And LDLC are going to be so frustrated because they've played all day long. They've played a qualifier competition. They knocked out Fnatic. They've done so well to get to this stage, and they're just going to be infuriated with themselves. I kind of feel for them a little bit there, and they're just going to be just, oh, it's one of those. Just go grab a beer. Just
stop playing right now. Give yourself a break.
Yeah.
So let me just run down the scorelines quick. We're not going to dwell on this too much. I guess we want to take a tiny break before we get into that final match of the day. So Ocelot 4-2-3, Candy Panda 8-1-2, Jana 0-0-8, Karthus 1-0-5, and Nocturne 2-0-3. And over on the other team, well, you guys can read it. I don't need to, really run through that one. So we're going to take a quick break here on ESL TV while we prepare for the final game of the day, which of course will be the decider between Empire and SK Gaming. The winner will go through to the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Kiev in January. We'll be back here in just a few short minutes. Don't go anywhere.